Hey, what's going on, YouTube? My name's TJ. I'm a new owner to a 2007 .5 Chevy Duramax with the 6.6 liter, the LMM. I'm new to the diesel world. I'm new to the Duramax world specifically. I had a Dodge Cummins about 2 years ago. Wanted to work on it. Loved the pickup, but I had to get rid of it. And I basically got this pickup from my dad. When I got it, it had been sitting for about 7 months. The turbo went out in it. My dad just didn't have the time or money to replace it. And we worked out a deal, and I was able to, and so I replaced the turbo. And while I was doing it, there was only one YouTube channel that had the similar body style, and it was just the 2007, the classic. And there was a lot of stuff on his channel that was very knowledgeable to what I was dealing with, but there were some things that were a bit different and a little bit more difficult. And I've been looking for a while for this body style specifically on all kinds of parts, and I have yet to find anything on this specific body style. So I figure maybe while I learn, I go and post as I do. I was in the military. I was, I guess you could say, a mechanic. But anyone that knows, mechanics in the military aren't really mechanics. You can argue with me all you want. I know I did it for 3.5 years. That's all a lie. Any job in the military is. But anyways, enough on that. So yeah. So, kind of give you a little rundown here. Came from Minnesota. It's got a lot of rust underneath it. It's got about 240,000 miles on it. It's a great pickup, runs fine. The previous owner or owners before my father or myself had it did a little bit of work to it. I'm not exactly sure what they did to it. I do know that they did do a PVC reroute though, and it looked like they just kind of rigged one in there, and it wasn't any kind of like kit that came with it. But other than that, for the most part, it's pretty much all stock. The turbo, I just got the stock turbo to replace it from rockauto.com. Eventually down the line, when I upgrade when I do stuff to the engine, like replace gaskets or anything like that, I'll probably upgrade the turbo itself when I do studs and stuff like that. But for the time being, I just kind of, got the stock turbo to go into it. And when I was doing it, I was thinking about recording, but I ended up not, and I wish I had, just because it was that much of a pain. It probably took me, honestly, about a week and a half total in getting this thing up and running. So I also had to deal with a rear rotor problem. It was split in half when I got it, and you could hear it right away, so I went ahead and fixed that up, and then basically ever since then, it was pretty much roadworthy. So today I changed the fuel filter. That was pretty easy and simple, but still kind of a pain. It's because the fuel filter I got from Napa wasn't cooperating correctly, or I just wasn't putting it on there correctly. I don't know, but I got it on there, fit nice and snug. And I'm also doing the power steering pump because the power steering pump, from the sounds of it, the bearings are going out and it kind of squeals when I get on it a little bit, and it's annoying. Power steering pump works fine. It's just that squeal just doesn't sound good and sounds like it's gonna basically tank on me sometime sooner or later. So I've said screw it, went ahead and got the new one. Gonna put it in here in a little bit, and I'll do that in a separate video. And that's really why I got to making this video, because like I said earlier, I've yet to find any channel that has this specific body on it, or this specific pickup. And can't remember if I said it earlier or not, it ranged from 2007 and a half to 2014, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that's when they came out, the new body style was around then. So again, just kind of, little background on me and this pickup. I'll give you a little walk around and stuff that I can tell it's been done to it and whatnot, and what needs to be done to it. And I just pointed out now, I ain't a serious mechanic. I like mechanicking on my own stuff. I don't like working on other people's things. And yeah, I think it'll be a fun ride with this pickup because I plan on doing a lot of work to it. I also own a 94 7.3 IDI F350 crew cab. It's sitting outside here in our yard. Broke down on me, ejection pump went out. I haven't touched it since. I will eventually after this Duramax is done. I'm going to rebuild that one, and I will be recording videos on that as well. So I want to try and make it to where everything I do to this pickup, I record it and upload it. I will be getting GoPro, you know, stuff like that to help with all these videos. But for now, time being, I'll just be recording on my phone. And right now, currently, I'm at my workshop. My garage, I just moved into the house, and the garage has a bunch of stuff in it right now. So when I work on this pickup for the time being, it'll be in here. And yeah, so I'll give you a little walk around. So I'll get my license plate in there. Basically, pretty much just got all this. Got the belt off here a little bit ago, as you can see, it's already gone. Turbo's back there, it's kind of a pain. Put a little delete plug in there and the PVC reroute. You see it's back there a little ways. And the guy who had it before, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but he just kind of rigged this PVC reroute in here. It isn't, from the looks of it, it isn't a legit like kit or anything like that, but who knows. And also, I don't know if you can tell, I took out the air filter. You know, it sits down in here. It's currently sitting down there. And batteries, they just froze on me the other day because when I did the turbo, I had to take my inner wheel wells out on both sides to get to it, and I haven't put them back yet, which I'm kind of glad I didn't, because to get to that fuel filter and to this power steering pump, I need them both out. So they're currently sitting in the bed of the pickup right now. And my pickup's a little bit the dirtier side. Definitely need to clean it up. Got a bunch of stuff. Again, I just kind of came out of the middle of a move. So these wheels came off a GMC pickup, apparently, according to the hubcaps. And they had the 2-inch wheel spacer in there. I don't know if you can see it. Very dumb. I don't like it, but that's what I got to deal with for the time being until I can get new wheels put on it here, hopefully sooner rather than later. And as you can see, everything's rusted pretty bad under there, and this is definitely going to be a hell project to work on, but it is what it is, I guess. You can see it right there, fender flares, that little neat bumper, it's the LT. Yeah, and this is just a little bit of body damage you can see on the outside, a little bit of rust sitting out there. It's wonderful, love it. A little bit of scrapes here, don't know what it's from, but later on down the line that'll get all touched up. So far, what I have done, obviously, is the turbo, just replace a fuel filter, which is sitting up in there. This side has brand new brake calipers, brake pads. Was going to get a new rotor, but Napa set the wrong one, so we still got to replace the rotor on that. It has new studs because they were stripped out. And then on this wheel, I have a new rotor, new brake pads, new brake caliper. I have another rotor in this toolbox here that was the original new one, but when I replaced it, I didn't think about how rusted the calipers were, and when I bled the line and took off down the road, it caught my rotor on fire because the brake caliper seized onto the rotor. Caught it on fire. Luckily, I caught it before it got out of hand and didn't burn anything, including the brake line. Got a new one on there. So everything on that side's all done. Again, just need to replace the rotor. And on the front side, I got to replace the bolts, rotors, calipers, brake pads, everything on the front's got to be replaced. Basically, going to replace everything underneath the pickup. I don't know how hard it is or the process of it is. I'll be looking at that later down the road, but I want to get the frame powder coated as well. Again, still kind of new to this world. I don't know how hard that'll be or how expensive, but that's the plan. Hopefully I can do it. But yeah, so another video I'll record here will be on the power steering pump. I'm learning as I go, and hopefully it helps with whatever you guys got, and anything and everything that you guys have in mind of what I should work on, or what I should do, or what I should record working on that maybe help you guys out. Put in the comments, let me know. I will make a video going over my turbo replacement, and hopefully I can walk you through kind of the struggle I went through to get it done. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And again, this is just to help whoever's got the same body style as I do.